This is Washugyu show rib.
which is insane looking.
We're using for the sashimi cut. First of all, I need to prepare and trim.
You don't need to cook something that has that much fat sliced that thin and then cut against the grain like that. Pretty much all the tenderness you need is already there.
So then we gotta put a little bit salt. Heat it a little bit. That makes the fat comes up a little bit. We have daikon radish here, chili on top, garlic cured with organic soy sauce, wasabi, makes nice and cooler with the ice.
Because there's so much fat in this and just the preciseness with the way you were slicing it against the grain, you can already tell it's just gonna melt in your mouth.
So we're going to do the tartare?
Top brown.
I feel like you normally don't see meat quite that red unless you have like an older animal, which with the Washugyu, you're letting those animals get about 8 to 10 months older, which is what we do with American grass-fed beef as well, which helps you not only get more time to put fat onto the animal, but also helps those muscles like really develop and deepen in flavor. And when you get the more depth and flavor, you also can see it in the color in the steak.
What's with the white bread?
The cheese inside, we're using mozzarella, Parmesan Reggiano, also Parmesan blue cheese.
So that's a grilled
inside.
cheese.
Yeah, that's grilled cheese, yeah. Grilled Hosan.
Okay, we used to have a sandwich shop
Oh, really?
a couple years ago, and I am furious at how good and like simple this sandwich is. We were like racking our brains trying to come up with great sandwiches, and this is just,
Actually, this is just simple sandwich.
it's so incredible looking.
So just a couple capers and a little bit of finishing salt.
Salt and pepper, shallot, olive oil.
Flat iron?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is see? I'm gonna cut a little bit. This is a fine salt using a kosher salt.
Double salt.
Yeah, double salt. That makes much more crunchy. This is
Okay.
make a taste of base taste.
I would say normally you would go to an Outback Steakhouse and see a steak that big on the menu, but with the amount of fat that's in that steak, that's probably enough for 3 or 4 people almost in one steak.
So I noticed you keep putting the steak back to the salamander, back to the salamander. How are you cooking it?
Most steak have the crispy outside, medium rare part in the middle, inside is the rare. I want to
All the
go
way.
all the way. That's gonna be more juicier.
I've never seen this technique before. It's really interesting to see us just cook it little by little, be patient, and you get a perfect medium rare all the way through.
So you will always finish with a little burnt rosemary?
Rosemary, that makes more flavorful and eat customer hungry.
Yeah? Just makes you
Make 'em
hungry,
all
gets your
hungry.
stomach ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Pro tip, always do what the chef does. Holy hell. Come on.
Wow. It tastes like a cooked steak, but doesn't have any of the cooked elements of actually searing it on the outside. It just tastes like the perfectly cooked center, but it's raw.
That fat is just unbelievable too. It almost tastes like smoky or like, I don't know how to describe it. And that flame was not going to get any smoke on it. I just don't know how to describe this. I've never had a piece of meat that tastes like that. There's a lot of difference in diet. So with this, you're getting like this sweetness, you're getting this richness from the fat, and grass-fed beef, you can actually like taste grass. It's really interesting.
That was delicious.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for enjoying.
that is a really nice tartare.
Amazing texture on the tartare. It's hearty, yet super tender. Little blue cheese on the end.
Yeah, I didn't taste the blue cheese at all until the very end. Beef that just melts apart, then bread, then gooey cheese, then more bread. That shallot just kicks it up. Wow. Wow, you can still see the fat just hanging out. Come on, Aki!
Good Lord. It's really fatty, but very clean. I think Wagyu fat is higher quality. It's not just regular fatty grain-fed Angus beef. What's weird for me is that because it's seared on the outside and eats like a regular steak. It's very familiar, but this is totally different than regular Wagyu. We think we know beef, and we work with it every single day, and this is so recognizable, yet so completely different than everything else we deal with. I just feel like I had my mind blown.